こか。屋根裏に行かなきゃな。あんま見て回るとできんの？できそう。マイクは装備してるのか。これ何？こんなんあったっけ？階層の見積もり。キャンセル。うん。1、10。ディビジョン2。うんうん。ディビジョン4。うん。めっちゃかかるみたいね。1、1、10、100、1000万、10万、100万、1000万、6000万か。うん。上から4000万、6000万、1億2000、9000万。うん。ずっと雪が降ってる。シャワシャワシャワって音何なんだろうね。行くか。見て回ったなんかあんのかな。でも行くか。真相に近づかなきゃ。
Irving,
Finally.
あなたしかいないわ。
I know I told you to go to hell.
I was dying on this chair.
私おかしくなってたの。
You're right. That room freaked me out.
うん。
So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of the story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
うん。
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
うん。
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
パパよ。
Maybe it's my father. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died.
うん。
Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died.
うん。
Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
うん。
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
うん。
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
あ
Have you
あ。
been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
OK。で、ここもね、これも怖いよな。なんか調べれるようなものはないよね。うん。中2階ね。確かにね、なんか、隠し扉がありそうな、壁はあったよね。ちょっと、マイクを装備しながらいくか。なんか音しない？気のせいかな。で、ここよ。これ。ほら。なんか気になってはいたんだよね。おお、開いた。おーい。ふざけんなよ。 マジか。マジでホッケーのあれ持ってる。え、ホッケーのを持ってて、赤ちゃんのぬいぐるみを抱えた。なんだこれの意味するところは。
Irving? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine,
うん。
and it's a nightmare.
ニコールっ
There
て
are
書いてある。
mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick?
あれ動き出さんだろうね。
Hello? Hello? Oh god, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
誰だ。
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time.
私はどうして
Why didn't you
電
answer?
話電話に。
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
何のドアのこと？
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
What the fuck? マジで。あ、もう完全におかしくなってる。完全におかしくなってる。こんな草あったっけ？濡れとる。誰か入ってきた？呼び鈴。やばいやばいやばい。あんな草なかったもんね。ちょっとマップ見て。アービン、どういうこと？ 2 階に封鎖されたドアの向こうに何かあるの？ 2 階に屋根裏のことか。前こそでしょうか。なんか水音みたいなのがする。怖え。あれさ、やっぱアービンはやっぱなんか普通じゃないな。上に行くか。 開いてる。もう完全に非現実じみてきてるけど。ほのぼの系じゃなかったんかい。なんかチンチン音がするな。なんかある？うん。え？何ここ？マジで？ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。これ最近撮られたっすよ。証拠。OK。モンタナウェザー。トランスミッション。カーエンジン。どういうこと？爆弾？ミックステープ。クリンキークリスマスからのビデオテープ。1980年クリスマス。ゴーストサイン。これ私の車よね。でこれよ。
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
一体何をしたの？
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me? I...
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
どこにいるの？
Where are you now?
I want to tell you a story.
うん。
There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father, oh, his father had other plans for his soul.
これアンシスか。
In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her,
うん。
but I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her, for real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
レイチェル。
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
何が望みなの？
What do you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
うん。これちょっと意味がわかんない。上行くか。
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
マジか。真実がここにあるの？お父さんの秘密の屋根裏。映写機。ベッド。鍵。レイチェル。フェイス。レイチェル。ここはお父さんの秘密の部屋だったわけよね。望遠鏡。本。じゃあ、リトル・オブ。ここ一番明るいけど、この部屋。ザ・ サイエンス・オブ・ザ・ソウル・アンド・ザ・スターズ。レナードの考え。これが動いてるな。タバコ。タイプライター。レイチェル。ちょっとセンシブルかな。鍵。どこの鍵だこれ。まあ調べられない。映写機。テープ。スキーか。リール。映写機使うか。
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in the
talking
air
about?
we breathe.
何を喋ってるの？
And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel was saying, Nikki. She's here.
時間が巻き戻ったかな。お父さんの部屋だったんだよ。これはランキング、レイチェル。これでチェスをしてたってことか。レイチェル、レオナルド、 レオナルドチェックメイト。書き取るか。なんて書いてある？クレイン。怖くなってきたが、どういきゃいいんやろ。クレアの車の中。クレアって誰？母親？階段降りるの怖いわ。風の音か。なんでこんな作りになってんの？なんだ？なんで？なんか急に飛び出してこんやろうな。あれ？うわぁ、そう来るかい。こっちも閉めてやる。こっちから来ても問題ないだろう。
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
最後の音は、それが車の鍵なの。 フード。トランクが前にあるタイプの車だよね、ビートル。今俺何撮った？この毛布の中身は何？洗い流せ、洗い流せ、洗い流せ、洗い流せ、洗い流せ。洗い流す。洗い流すな。ランドリールーム。ランドリールームなってんのかな。洗濯機、流し台、やっぱランドリールームな。洗い流せ。
Oh God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't... I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
置いていかないで。
You're the only one left. Don't leave me here alone. I'm scared.
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too
外か。
cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Irving? Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you?
アローンっていう実績録を開示しました。
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you get...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home, and I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. And there's also my team.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice. I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we will bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We'll be happy again. All together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger, just love.
はい。というわけで、スーサイド・オブ・レイチェル・フォスターでした。最後ね、エンジンをかけるかどうかっていうのがプレイヤーに委ねられてたんですけど、僕はかけずにずっと時間が過ぎるのを待って結末へとたどり着きました。どうなんだろうね。もしかしたらアーウィンと出会うそういう選択肢もあったかもしれないですね。それがいいことなのかわからないことな、いいことなのか悪いことなのかわからないですけど、 まあ結末っていうか真相としては、レイチェル・フォスターはニコールのお父さんと、不倫って言い方じゃないな。ニコールのお父さんはレイチェル・フォスターのことを愛してた。そしてニコールの母親から殺された。そして幼かったニコールはそのことを知っていた。ただそれを記憶から消していた。で、ニコールの父さんは、まあ、ありたい点に言うと幽霊はいる。このホテルやこの空気に、ニコールの愛情や憎しみが残っているっていう結論に至った。で、アーウィンもそのことを信じていた。そしてそのニコールのお母さんがレイチェル・フォスターを殺害したっていう事実にたどり着かせるために、このニコールを再びこのホテルに呼び戻したっていうとこなんでしょうね。そして真実を知ってアーウィンはまあ外に出ていった。そしてニコールは一人でここに残った。生きてっていうとこなんでしょうね。まあというわけでね、スーサイド・オブ・レイチェル・フォスターでした。いやね、ウォーキングシミュレーションとしてはね、かなり質の高い、この素敵なホテルの内部をね、隅々まで観察することができて、とても楽しいね、ウォーキングシミュレーターでした。そしてストーリーとしては、だんだん、そうやって最初の方は、まあ、のんきに探検してたものが、だんだん、ちょっと不気味になっていって、そして、まあ、狂気の、ああいうね、秘密部屋の子供部屋とか、マネキンの部屋とか、そういうのが出てきて、不気味になっていくと。そして最後、どうなるかが今までの選択肢で決まるっていうことですね。まあね、ちょっとね、他の、ちょっと、ストーリーもやってみて、まあ結構長いからね、初めからこれやったらどうなるかっていうのはちょっと見ていこうかなと思ってるんですけど、まあ、ひとまずはね、これでおしまいということで、どうもご視聴ありがとうございました。ザ・スーサイド・オブ・レイチェル・フォスターでした。とてもね、素敵なゲームなので、まあぜひやってみてください。楽しいよ、探検、ホテル探検。はい。じゃあ、ご視聴ありがとうございました。ミニバトでした。じゃあ、お先に失礼します。